Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here and welcome back to the Model Railway News for June 2025. I hope you're all doing okay and ready for all the latest in model railways. So I start putting these videos together every month quite early on, and to begin with it looked as though this was going to be a quiet month. I was struggling to find articles for it, but then when I started digging a little bit deeper I actually did find some interesting things, and then came the big announcement that changed everything. So hopefully you're all ready for this. We'll start with the big news, and it comes from Dapol, who have announced a brand new steam locomotive under their Black Label brand. It is the Southern Railway's West Country and Battle of Britain class. Now the Black Label signifies that this is a top-end model with nothing but premium features. The sample images are on display already and they give us a good idea of what to expect. So this model has a fully die-cast body, and by the looks of it both the Loco and the tender are fully metal as well. It's going to have working front lamps with 15 destination route options. It's going to have the firebox flicker effect in the firebox, a steam generator, so it's going to be fully smoke fitted, plus full DCC sound is going to be fitted to all models to be played through twin speakers. Mechanically, these locos will run on 5-pole motors with a flywheel, which is good, and they've got all-wheel pickup for maximum reliability. So this is incredibly exciting to me. In many ways, this is my dream model. It is a class of steam locomotive that I truly adore. I've always loved the Air Smooth Bully Pacifics, fantastic machines, plus it's got all of the features and details that I look for in my reviews. But obviously, as such a premium model with so many special features, it does not come cheap. So these are available exclusively from Rails of Sheffield for £399 each. Now obviously at this point I don't know whether this model is going to be worth that or not, but clearly this is an enormous amount of money. For comparison, Hornby's Light Pacifics don't seem to be available at the moment, but the slightly larger Merchant Navy class is, and at the retailers that's available for £215.99. Now the new Dapol model costs £183 more than that, and for that £183 you get metal instead of plastic where the body's concerned. You get the lighting both in terms of the lamps and in the firebox. You've got the smoke generator and you've got the sound. Anything else I'm missing? So you get quite a lot more for your money. So it doesn't sound like terrible value when you think of it like that, but of course that's assuming that the Hornby Merchant Navy class is good value at £215.99, and personally I don't think it is. But sure, comparatively at least, it sounds like a fair deal. But I do wish that there was a simpler version of this model available that maybe had a few less features. So maybe if this model was available for 250 quid without the lighting, without the smoke, without the sound, just as an analog version, then that would be a lot more appealing. I'll be honest with you, for £400 this is not a model I'm going to be able to buy. Can't justify that, which is a shame because I'm sorely tempted to. So yeah, an analog version without some of the special features would be really good to see. And just as a side note, this Loco, if it's like the A4, is going to work on analog, just with limited functionality. So this is a fascinating project, and it's an announcement that I did not see coming. I have to tell you, I am dreading seeing the decorated samples for these models because I know I'm going to fall in love with them, and it's going to be very difficult to resist dropping £400 on one, but I have to remain firm on that. In other Dapol news, they have announced their latest batch of UK-made decorated vans, this time with a theme of vintage toy brands, which is very nostalgic. So this includes a van with the Matchbox logo on the side. I know a lot of people will remember that one. There's a Meccano one. I used to have some form of Meccano as a kid. Mamod, of course, known for their little steam engines, and also dinky diecast. At the retailers, these come in at the same very low price of £11.05 each, a bargain. Awesome to see Dapol getting so much mileage out of these vans. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, I'll pop affiliate links down in the description for you. The next announcement comes from Accurascale. Now, last month, just after I'd finished this model railway news video, they announced a new locomotive that was very close to many people's hearts. It was a Hunslet austerity locomotive painted up as real-life engine Wilbert. And of course this engine is named after the Reverend W. Awdry, the creator of the Railway series and Thomas the Tank Engine. A good time to do a loco like this because of course the Railway series celebrates its 80th anniversary this year. Anyway, the real-life locomotive though is in very poor condition at the moment. It's rusting away, seems to be missing a lot of parts, and this project by Accurascale is being done to actually raise funds to restore the real Wilbert cosmetically. Now this restoration is just a cosmetic restoration, it doesn't sound like it's going to work at the end of it, but hopefully it will come out of this restoration at least looking brand new. So proceeds from the model sale will be donated to fund this restoration, and almost immediately this model sold out. So it would seem like mission accomplished already. So I'm sorry to have been late to the party talking about this, especially if that's caused people to miss out. But like I say, I just finished this video last month when the news broke, so I've had to wait until this one. But even so, great to see that this has sold out. And this is yet another time that Accurascale have supported a good cause, which is lovely to see. Also, Accurascale posted another update on their Great Eastern Book Jumper locomotives to say that the models are now complete and they're now on the way to the UK from China, which of course means that delivery of these stunning looking models is imminent, which is extremely exciting. Along with this announcement, Accurascale posted some final decorated samples of this class, just as a final way to whet our appetites before these models release, I suppose. Now, I think we've seen decorated samples of this model before, so just a quick look for now, but these really do look gorgeous. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of these locos, and by the sounds of it, it won't be very long before I can do that now. Anyway, if you've pre-ordered one, happy days. If you've not got your order in for one of these locos yet, there may still be time. Once again, affiliate links down in the description for you. The next bit of news comes from Rapido, and of course it's another month, so that calls for another wagon announcement. This time something a little bit different. It's some chemical tank wagons, and these came about during the First World War because the Ministry of Munitions needed a safe way to transport ammonium nitrate in order to manufacture shells for the war effort. Now these tankers were made largely redundant after the First World War, but they were sold off to private industries and such, so that they did actually have a life after the First World War, hence Rapido's range here. So we've got a good selection of different options here. Obviously there's a couple of the original NSFF condition tankers, but there's also a range of other liveries too, in a selection of different liveries and different colours. Spec-wise, these appear to be the usual Rapido job, so high levels of detail, metal bearings for the axles, very good quality, NEM pockets this time, which is good, and a top quality paint job as usual. The full RRP, as you can see, is £34.95, and these will be available from retailers for £29.70 each, which is a fairly typical Rapido price. So actually I was pleasantly surprised to see these wagons. Very unusual, not really something that you'd necessarily expect to see produced, but then again, I guess that is Rapido for you, isn't it? Great to see such a lot of liveries or such a lot of mileage out of this model, and I know a lot of people have been sorely tempted by these. So if you have as well, affiliate links down in the description if you'd like to browse the range or possibly put in a pre-order. Next up, Hornby are continuing their new trend of making better decisions now, and they've relaunched their Playtrains brand, but in a way that we've not seen it before. Now obviously Playtrains are supposed to be a very inexpensive entry-level range so that youngsters and beginners can get into model railways cheaply and in a safe way without having to worry about fragile models. So with that in mind, they've announced a brand new train set known as the Steam Goods Express train set, which retails at just £49.99 RRP. So the first bit of major news on this train set is that it contains a steam locomotive. Is that a first for the Playtrains range? Can't recall seeing one of those before. And steam locomotives, I think anyway, hold a lot more magic for children than diesels or electrics do, so I think a steam locomotive is a perfect choice for Playtrains. Batteries are no longer required for play trains, which is awesome because the Loco comes with a rechargeable battery pre-installed and it can be charged via USB-C. So it's low voltage, very safe, no electrical danger there. And of course, USB is indeed universal, so everybody's got access to a USB port. Again, very convenient, smart move, and not needing to buy batteries for this train set is going to reduce the cost quite significantly in the long run. We've got a similar wireless controller to before that controls the speed, direction and the sound of the trains, of course. And they've got a slightly better, I think, track setup as well. This time it's a figure 8, which I think is just a bit more interesting than the traditional oval. Nice to see a change anyway. So personally, I like this so much more than the old play trains. I like the slightly more realistic look to the train. Obviously it's not got a face on it, it's not some bizarre character that children are supposed to like, something about chocolate cakes and being thrown in a bath. That's what I recall about the old play trains. It doesn't make any sense. This is not me rambling like an imbecile. It really didn't make any sense. Yeah, this looks a lot more sensible. Comes with a little goods train, and I love the rolling stock. It comes with a van and an open wagon in some pretty exciting liveries. TNT and hazardous waste. Brilliantly boisterous. Let's be honest, that's exactly what kids are going to enjoy playing with. At the retailers, this is even cheaper, of course, £44.99. So that is in the range of birthday and Christmas present budgets, I think, and even with a bit of saving, pocket money budgets. Brilliant move. Also, look at this. The locomotive is available separately as well. A little bit different this time in a green livery, which is just gorgeous. Look at this thing. And it's got a full price of £24.99. I can't remember the last time Hornby had an engine that was so cheap, but this is fantastic to see. £22.49 at the retailers, so I could probably get one of these and find out for myself. In fact, at that price, it would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Affiliate links down below if you'd like to check this out. Again, if you know somebody who's young and might enjoy model railways, but you don't want to spend £200 on a train set, this is going to be a great option. Up next then, a bit of an update from Rails of Sheffield on some of their exclusive projects. So we've already talked about the Black Label Light Pacific, which has just been announced, but the other Black Label locomotive that was announced, that was the A4, is now in stock and ready to buy. Now, this is another Black Label locomotive, so it's got much the same features as the Black Label Light Pacific, and as such, it has the same price. So £399 if you want to pick one of these up. There's 9 different ones to choose from, including BR Blue, LNER Garter Blue, Wartime Black, LNER Green, and BR Green. So this range covers most of the well-known A4 liveries, which is good to see, and yeah, these locos do look beautiful. Frightfully expensive, of course, but beautiful, and they're available now if you're interested. Rails also announced yet another new exclusive locomotive, this time produced by Rapido. It's a new version of the Caledonian single-wheeler 123, this time in the Caledonian Railway lined dark blue livery. And this shot that Rails shared shows just how much darker this is than the standard blue. There's also a few tooling variations unique to this example too, including a different smoke box door, buffers and pipework, etc. Now, like I say, this is a Rails exclusive, so it is just available through Rails. And usually when Rails do this, they end up charging the full RRP for these locos. So I was expecting to see this for sale for 250 quid, but it's actually not. It's less than that. It's only £12 more expensive than the standard non-exclusive versions. So it is more expensive as usual, but nice still to see this discounted below the RRP. And of course, a beautiful loco too. So if you're interested, check out the affiliate links down there. Finally then, let's finish off with a few of the new releases that have dropped over this past month. The first big one is of course the Accurascale Class 50. I reviewed that one just this week and it was a tremendous model on the whole. If you're not familiar with this loco yet and you'd like to see the full review, check out the link up there. The next newly released item is the LNER teak livery of the Clark Railworks Quad Art coaches. These have arrived too. I know these have been much anticipated, and this of course completes the Quad Art set, and they do look lovely indeed. Also on the subject of coaches, Bachmann's new tooled LNWR ARC roof coaches are now in stock too at £93.45 at the retailers. And I am curious to see whether these models hang around at those prices, because obviously they're very niche models and yet very, very expensive. So it seems kind of bad to say it, I guess, but I almost kind of wish they don't sell that well, so that they get reduced in price so that I can afford to pick up one or two. No way that I'm buying them at close to £100 each. No thank you. I bought the birdcage coaches and they were lovely, but they didn't have the features that I thought they should have, given how much they cost. So yeah, they look like beautiful coaches. Hopefully they will come down in price one day and then I might be able to try some. Anyway, I think that is pretty much all there is to say for this month's Model Railway News. I hope you enjoyed that. Fascinating updates as always, and as always, I cannot wait to see what comes next. So I've tried to cover every major bit of news that's come out this month, but obviously there's a chance I've missed something. So if you think I've missed something important that deserved a mention, do comment down below and let me know, and I'll consider that for next month. For now though, happy modelling, have a great rest of the month, and I'll see you again very, very soon with some more videos. All right, cheers folks, you take care.